Hi there, the tip I'm going to share with you today is very, very simple. You may well do it or do it already. When you're using acrylic paints, unlike oils where the paint can build up into great mountains of colour and paint, you can wipe it down with turpentine, have a clean surface to work on. Acrylics just gets hard and crusty, and the palette becomes like a mountain range and you really can't mix colours on it very well. You can buy reusable palettes, which are quite expensive, or you can spend hours trying to scrape off the paint that's accumulated. But this tip is a very quick, very efficient and cheap way to solve that problem. It's a piece of glass which has got tin foil laid over it to make the palette. Now, normally you would take the tin foil off, crumple it up and throw it away. But however, as you can see, being from Aberdeen area, I use both sides of the tin foil. You can turn once you've got one side used, you turn it over and use the other side. So that's an unexpected tip for you. But normally, you would take if you're sensible, you buy tin foil that's bigger than the palette. If, like me, you haven't, then you have to do it in two bits. Maybe I'll get this scissors. So you place the tin foil down, comme ça. Place your piece of glass on top, fold over, and hey presto, you're ready to go. Oops. It worked earlier on. Ready to go with a palette, ready to put your paint on. So that's... Hi there, me again. The next tip, like the last one, is about saving time, the time before you prepare to get painting till you actually get painting. I mean, as a professional artist, time is very important. It's important that I can make the most efficient use of my time as possible. But even for a hobby artist, you know, if you struggle to get an hour to paint, you don't want to be spending 15-20 minutes, you know, getting your palette ready, cleaning it, getting your paints out, getting the paints palette. But by the time you've got the brush in your hand, you've forgotten why you're want to paint in the first place. So these are very simple things, not quite as simple as the last one about making a palette of tinfoil. They're a little bit more results of my own practice. I think they're not necessarily things you'll see anywhere else, but they're only suggestions, guidelines. I mean, Sir Chris Hoy, when I'm talking about winning, there's been a gold medal, a silver Olympics, was tiny little adjustments to his training or to the hardware, and these little things made the difference between a gold and a silver. Now, as far as I know, setting out your palette isn't an Olympic event yet, but if it ever is, then you follow these tips and you'll get better than the bronze. Now, I would reckon most artists have a drawer or a tabletop where their paints are like this. They're a jumble. You can see immediately a bright yellow, and there's a blue there, and there's maybe a roller, and there's a bit of a rag. And normally you would spend, you'd rake about, say, I want to find the yellow, it's not the yellow, get that out. And that's all taking a lot of time, and eventually I got frustrated at wasting this time, and I came up with a system which works for me. I'm going to share with you, and I hope you'll it's easy, there's nothing to it, you'll be able to take it on board and maybe help yourself. Right, okay, if you look behind my palette, you'll see I've put in Tupperware containers, I've put these little cream plastic tumbler things, and in each one I've put a paint, upright so it's easy to pick up, and I've done them, if they've either got the colour on, most of them have the colour on the back, high up so you can see what colours. If I haven't got that, then I've painted the colour on, and I have it laid out in the system that this is how I lay out my palette. No, cool yellow, warm yellow, cool red, warm red. I've got two other magenta type reds, a purple, a blue, a cobalt, cerulean blue, a green, a yellow ochre, and I do keep my white and black in bigger tubs. So immediately there's the chance to get the paint out and onto the palette and back again without any kind of faff at all. So hopefully that little thing, which you maybe hadn't thought about, will save you. Yep, it's me again. The next little hack, studio hack, is like all of them really, is in something I come up with in response to a problem that was bugging me. Something, things turn up and you just accept them and then eventually you think, this is just driving me bonkers. I'll have to do something about it. And so that's when I try different ideas and come up with the sort of things I'm trying to share with you now. Pardon me. This particular little tip is in response to the fact that once you've used a tube of paint, well, it starts to gum up around the top, and eventually sometimes you can't get the lid on, and if you don't get the lid on, the paint goes hard, especially acrylic paint, so you can end up with a nearly new tube of paint which is unusable. So I'm going to show you just another little simple thing which I use, which kind of gets around that problem. Like lots of us, most of us, we use different paints for different jobs. But my paint of choice is probably Liquitex Heavy Body, which is a nice paint, nice quality of paint, quite buttery. So you can do a little bit in pasta, but nice, rich, vibrant pigment as well. But it has another reason why I prefer it, which I'll explain to you in a minute. Because Acryla paint, Dale Arowney Acryla paint, is also a very good paint, which I like a lot. But the problem, the observant amongst you will see the problem. It comes like that with these type of lid, and I find that after a while you just can't get that all gums up, that the surface there all gums up, and you can spend ages with a pair of scissors and a knife trying to clear it out, and the paint's all around there, and you can't never really get it back on. It just will screw, but it just pulls off, and eventually in the drawer or something it'll fall off, and you're left with like this tube of paint, a lot of paint in that, and it's not cheap, but it's pretty. I don't think I can get it out now. It's too hard, too rigid, and Liquitex doesn't seem to have that same problem at all. It's a plasticky tube, not a metal tube, and I find that I can get the lids off and on much more easily. It's much easier to put the lids back on. They don't seem to gum up the same way. I'm not sure why. I'm not a technician, but for that reason alone, they've become my preferred paint. But I do have a solution if your paints do gum up, and which is if you can't find the lid, a golf tee will do the trick. I bought a packet of golf tees off Amazon for all my paints. My accountant was unconvinced that I could put these past a packet of golf tees past my accountant. I had to reassure him that these were definitely 100% business use, and you can see that they do work. That'll come off quite easily, and the paint will come out. That's just what I want. No fuss, no bother. That's important to me. Also in these bigger tubes, they're the same. This will work for a while. These are a sort of cheaper type of paint, but they're a very strong pigment. I like them for the underpainting. They're quite thin. They're not very rich in texture, but eventually the top starts to gump. You can't get it on, and it dries up. So again, with these, the solution is the golf tee. You'll see this will come out, no bother. The paint comes out. Did you see that? You saw that. Anyway, the paint comes out. So that's just another very simple thing. These are 10 a penny, I think would be the expression for the golf tees, and they work great. The only thing I'd say, I probably I might have preferred a mixed long and short ones, because sometimes some of the tubs need a longer thing. So there's another, is that tip 3 or something, all to help you make your paints live longer, and also make them much easier to pick up and use. There's nothing more frustrating than picking up a tube of paint and wrestling away with a lid, trying, and getting your scissors and scraping it. So I hope that helps you a little bit as well. So far the total cost has been 90 pence for golf tees, cream, which you can use in your coffee, and 65 pence for tin foil, so not too bad.